Hey guys, what's going on? Okay, another Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls 2.1.1 video coming at you. Guys, as promised, I'm going to do a video on my build. The build that gets me up into these 32, 33 greater rifts. And let's take a quick look at the gear here, guys. So, Star Metal Kukri. Guys, if you don't have this, skip the video. Go to another video. This is absolutely critical, along with the Tasker and Theo and the Mask of Jerem. So make sure you have a Star Metal. Guys, if it doesn't roll a socket, you could always use one of those... Ramanaldni, or whatever you call that, Ramalladni's gift, and socket it and try to get a better stat. I used the 9% damage and it works well. I used the Ice Climbers for the freeze and immobilize immunity, guys, so you can't be froze, you can't be jailed, and that just helps you with survivability. I got the Ucapian Serpent there with 27% damage reduction, goes to my dog. I got crit on there as well. It's actually a pretty good roll. I got the Fire SOJ there with crit on there. Guys, these Hexing Pants of Mr. Yan was the biggest reason I switched my build up. Just get that extra 25% damage whenever I keep moving, so I don't sit still and I have no more spender. I took my spender out, we'll get to that later. Tall Man's Finger here with the Bane of the Powerful, rank 25, so I get that secondary stat, bonus damage to elites. 3-piece Ogles, guys, because I'm not wearing my Royal Ring of Grandeur. And I got Zombie Dog damage on the shoulders, I got Fetish Army damage on the armor, and fire damage on the bracers. Mask of Jerem is 100% pet damage. Get as close to that as you can. Some crit on there too would be very, very important. And guys, an amulet, it's not the best amulet in terms of the legendary itself. There's no legendary stat, but the rolls are not too bad on it. It's got high crit damage, high crit chance, 20% fire, and of course intelligence. Right now my stats are sitting at 44% crit chance, 481 crit damage, 1.74 attack speed. And 58% bonus to damage to elites, 60% fire damage increase, so it's not too bad, pretty good. Paragon, enough movement speed to get your maximum movement speed. I got 375 in intelligence, and last few points I put in vitality for that extra tankiness. So now if you notice in my inventory, or my gear, I use amethyst there too as well for that tankiness. Offense, you're going to want attack speed, guys, because you are a fetish build, pet build. You want them attacking as fast as possible. Then you're going to dump everything into crit hit damage and crit hit chance. Okay. Defense, you don't need to put everything in resist all because you're an intelligence class. So for every point of intelligence you have, you're going to get resist all anyway. So I opted for armor, then life, and then resist all. Utility, area damage, and then max out your life on hit, and then gold fine. Resource cost reduction is not really a big player in this build because you're not using mana anyway. Skills, I took off my Rain of Toads, guys, because I'm not going to be using any spender, for the simple reason that I'm just going to keep moving around to get that extra 25% damage from the Hexing Pants. And Burning Dogs there, Zombie Dogs, Tiki Torture, Wrathful Protector, these are all fire-based runes in these skills. Slam Dance for the added damage and attack speed, and Jaunt, Spirit Walk for the added life. And I use Midnight Feast here for the one additional zombie dog. Well, of course, we're using the Tall Man's Finger, so it's just extra damage on the dog, and 50% extra damage on the Gargantuan. Pierce the Veil, we all know what that is, guys. You just want that 20% damage boost, and it's technically free because we're not using mana. Brave Injustice for the reduced cooldowns, so that's always a big plus with this build. And Gruesome Feast is what I've been using because I've replaced my Fetish Psychophants because we're not going to be spawning any because we're not spending. So every time you get a health globe, you're going to increase your intelligence by 10% for 15 seconds, and your mana as well. But again, the mana doesn't really matter. So you know, it stacks up to 5 times, so that's a 50% bonus in your intelligence. So you can really hit high DPS. I get up to roughly 3 million DPS with this build when I have all 5 stacks. So I have a level 28 Greater Rift key here, so we're going to give level 28. It's not that difficult, level 28, but we're going to give it a go, see how, show you how this build works. And just the dog alone, he can really hit hard. 59 crit there, you just seen that, but that's not that big. Like, he hits for a lot more than that at times, especially when I have the globes. Got a special guest here. I got my youngest son, Jordan, scoping me out, making sure I'm not screwing up too bad. Where are the mobs, man? And this star metal build, guys, you got to be careful with star metal because it can screw you over too. If you don't see another group of mobs, you might lose your cooldown, which is so annoying because Blizzard has a tendency to just not pack these rifts, man. I went to a rift earlier today, and I think there was honestly about maybe 30 monsters in total in the rift, and it was super long. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I actually screenshotted that rift, and I put it on the BattleNet forums. See, and this is the problem. Like I'm gonna lose my fetish army here because there's just no monsters to kill, and that's absolutely pathetic on Blizzard's part to make a rift like this. And they expect people to beat them. They honestly do. They expect people to beat these rifts when they don't put monsters in them. Like, wake the hell up. Now I gotta wait before I can use Fetish Army again. What a piss off. I might as well just head down to the next area here. That makes me so bitter. Absolutely bitter. Because as a pet build, if you don't have your Fetish Army up and available, you're useless. I mean, yeah, your Gargantuan's going to do, or you're not your Gargantuan, your dog is going to do a little bit of damage for you and keep them off your back, and, you know, you could use Spirit Walk to keep damage off you, but it doesn't last forever, and if an Elite Pack would be here right now, I'd be dying. And as you can see, I'm on level 28, and I'm below the progression, like I'm not keeping up. Because of this stupid little oversight on Blizzard's part, you know. Pack these rifts, guys. You've been at this game for over 2 years now. You gotta start getting it right. You know, it doesn't make sense to walk 100 yards, 50 yards, 2 monsters, walk another 100 yards and 2 monsters, and ugh. Right, Joe? Right? How many legendaries are we going to get at the end? How many do you think we're going to get? 1? 10? No, we're not going to get 10. How many do I have? Oh, I probably got about 100 of them in my stash. 100 legendaries, roughly. I try to keep them that way there if I ever need them, or if I change my build, I have them. Paragon level 430! Oh, don't move my chair. Stop moving my chair. There, now we're finally getting some mobs, guys. This is what I'm talking about. When you're doing this build, guys, try to run around and pick off all these health globes, because that's upping your damage quite a bit. I'm at 2.6 million there, and I'm only at 3 stacks. There I am, over 3 million DPS there, guys. You can see that. Over 3 million. So, the Gruesome Feast definitely has its perks. 3 million DPS. And we finally made some progression here on the progress bar. Wasn't looking good there for a while. Another thing that can be quite annoying with this build too, guys, is the fact that you don't have any spenders. Usually means that if you see a barricade, you have to use your Peronado on it, which means that, you know, sometimes if you get 2 barricades in a row, you can't go any further until your Peronado cools down. And I died, look at that, wow. I was kind of stuck there, kind of not paying attention. Died on level 28 Greater Rift. That's pretty embarrassing, eh, Joe? No, I don't gotta start over. No, I just gotta start back at the beginning of the rift. But it's okay. But that's embarrassing. I never die on level 28. Just getting caught up, I guess, and not paying attention. Come on. Get all those globes. Extra damage. Come on, where are they? I need more time. Oh, and you see, this is what I mean. I gotta wait for Purinator to cool down. And guess what? I lost the cooldown on my Fetish Army yet again. Not technically my fault, I guess. I didn't time it right, but still in all, very annoying. Guys, since I got this new laptop too, the setup and the quality has been so much better. The graphics are amazing to look at. I had no idea Diablo looked this good. It's actually pathetic that my old Republic of Gamers couldn't handle the graphic capabilities of Diablo 3. And I hope that comes forward in the video too. If you guys look at some of my you know, more recent videos as a couple weeks ago, and I can't get by here again. Oh, stupid. Go take a look at the old videos and you'll see the difference in the quality. And let me know if it's a lot better too. You know, hearing the comments from you guys is a big plus. I really appreciate the support and the feedback. I've been playing with a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys have been adding me up on Diablo. I've been helping you guys out. Some of you guys have been helping me out too, and that's been awesome. It's been working really well. I actually rushed a guy from level 1 to 70 2 days ago. That was pretty fun. Actually, I rushed somebody from 1 to 70 today too, and that was interesting. I think it took 40 minutes from level 1 to level 70 for this dude. It was really fast. Well, we shouldn't have any problem here beating this rift. I looked at first that it wasn't going to be as easy as I thought it was because the rift wasn't so dense. But as you can see, guys, this build really wrecks face, and you got to remember that I think level 25 Greater Rift is the equivalent to T6. So level 28 would be just a tad more difficult than T6 difficulty. And as you can see, it's definitely not disappointing. It's JoJo approved. This build is JoJo approved. Right, JoJo? Can you give the thumbs up? No thumbs up? No? No, it's not JoJo approved then. Boom, here we go. Oh no, I just casted the freaking Fetish Army. And those coal bombs, man, those freeze bombs can just really kill you fast. Wouldn't be so bad if they didn't drain your health before they blow. think that should do it. Yep. That's a big fella, eh? I wouldn't want to meet him. He's pretty fat. He's got a couple of mouths. He eats a lot. I'm going to try and get him. I think I'm going to get him. Boom. Oh! We got a legendary ring. We got a legendary belt. We got a set voodoo mask. Probably Zuni's. Zunimasa. And I'll pick up all this junk here and I'll upgrade my keystone. Right on. What do you think of that, bud? That was that rift, yeah. So guys, as you can see, the build is quite viable and it's balanced. It's not over the top on the DPS so much that your survivability suffers, and it's not so tanky that your DPS suffers. It's kind of just right in the middle where you need it to be, and it'll get you to like level 32, level 33, depending on your playstyle. And did you fall? Depending on your playstyle, you'll be able to get quite far. You might even be able to switch a thing or two and get a little further yourself. And if you do tweak this build to get further than 33, let me know what you did, because I appreciate all that feedback, and I'm looking to get a little further with myself. So yeah, let's see what we got here for the rolls. Zuni, I don't need Zuni mask. We got this gold wrap. We find this gold wrap all the time. All the time. And we got a band of untold secrets. Ooh, which should stay untold. Wasn't too good. Okay. So guys, that's it, man. That's the build. I call it the ammo-free build because you're not using any spenders. And this, like I said, with all this gear, and from what I told you, you should be able to get to level 32, 33. I'm actually going to retry 33 and hopefully get to 34 with it. So I'll keep you guys updated and posted on this build. I'm actually working on another Witch Doctor build too. It's going to be focusing around physical. I found an awesome amulet that I'm going to use for that build. This one right here. Raykov's Glass of Life. Look at that roll, guys. And as you can see, I didn't even re-roll any stats, so that's just begging to be re-rolled. Put a socket in there, maybe with a nice gem, and go with a physical build. So stay tuned and look forward to that. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Peace!